Aloha Hawaii and welcome to Hawaii Sports Update. Glad that you can join us here. Remember, we do have a new tweeter effect going on here, so you could tweet us at ThinkTech HI. First off, just some local news. Everybody go out and put your votes in for Cardinal second baseman Colton Wong. He is in second place in the All-Star balloting, and with a little bit of help from the local people, maybe we can move him up to first place. Second on the agenda is Kalaheo high school basketball coach Alika Smith has stepped down from his position. The details are still coming in on that, and it's just caught everybody by surprise. So stay tuned for the details on that. And third of all, I would like to introduce my guest. His name is Geremy Robinson, UH alumni, founder of the Nike Camp and the OpenCourt Basketball League, community leader, and an all-around good guy. And him and Aldo Calvarinia, who I've also had on my show, have committed to be my first two celebrity guests on the first annual PJ Sports Radio Show golf tournament. You can go to ThinkTech Hawaii Inc. and check that out if you're interested in supporting Koa Anui Nui. Now, to the matter at hand. How you doing, Geremy?
Hey,
Glad to have you back,
PJ?
my man.
Good being back.
Always a pleasure to have you here. Now, Team OpenCourt Basketball Club Summer Travel Info, man. I love your webpage. I'll let you get a chance to plug all of that stuff. July 15th through 19th, 17 and under, best of the summer NCAA tournament in Anaheim, California.
Right.
All right, and then July 20th through 26th, 7th grade, 8th grade, varsity girls, varsity boys, AAU Classic, and grand finale tournament in Vegas.
Las Vegas, California. Las Vegas,
Nevada.
Nevada.
All right. Tell us about that.
Well, it's just something where we go out and we test ourselves against different competition around the nation, which we do well. It catches some of the coaches and things and by surprise. I've had plenty of people walk up to me and they like what we're doing and everything, and they say, first thing they say is, wow, man, we surprised you guys from Hawaii. They can play, and so that, I take great gratitude in that. But yeah, we leave. I actually leave on the 13th of July. So we're going to California first, Anaheim. Best of the summer tournament, really big tournament, big tournament. So my varsity boys play in that really huge tournament. A lot of ranked teams, AAU teams, ranked players, and future stars. They play in that tournament, and we get to play against them. We were, like I told you before, we were one game from being in the championship of that tournament last year.
Awesome.
Which is very big.
Right.
You have literally probably 400 to 500 scouts every day in there, or more.
Right.
I might be underquoting that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's big time tournament. It's big fun. It's in Anaheim, so Disneyland's right around the corner for the kids out there.
And the big kids too.
Big kids too. Everyone at heart. So it's a good fun time for us. Then we head to Vegas after that.
Okay, and Vegas, you're taking 7th, 8th graders and varsity boys and girls. Tell us a little bit about the AAU Classic and the grand finale tournament in Vegas.
Well, we've been doing that. We actually been doing that since 2008.
Okay.
Won it a couple times. We placed every year. Okay. So that's always a positive thing, and we want to keep that going.
Absolutely.
It's very hot in Vegas. During this time of year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, it's hot. So it's all under one roof, right? The tournament. So you got like 60, 70 courts.
Oh, wow.
It has to be air conditioning because, like I said, it's very hot, PJ. It's really, really hot. But like I said, it's fun again, and we bring 4 or 5 teams, so I'm all over the place.
Right.
So it's more of a job for me. So I think I'm gonna stay a couple extra days to just relax a little bit before I come back to the islands. But
well, you deserve that, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Right on. Okay, now the OpenCourt alumni game was held June 19th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and from what I hear, Josh Barnett hit the game-winning jumper in overtime, giving the alumni the 76-74 victory. Tell us a little bit about that game and who are some of the alumni who played, and who was part of the winning team, who was part of the losing team.
Well, the alumni game, that was our first one.
Okay.
Next year, I'm going to make it a big thing. It's going to be really good. It's going to still be during Nike camp, but it's going to be more better probably.
No, you got to give me a week advance this week. Next year, man.
I
will be there.
I gave you
That's like
month, 2 months in advance. You've been so busy.
Hopefully. Yeah, I have been
I'm going to
busy.
give you that one.
I have been
Hopefully,
busy.
you've been so busy, you forgot. I there's not nothing wrong with that because I do it too. I didn't remind you for that week, so that's my fault on that.
That's my fault too, man, but I will be there next year.
Yeah, we're going to have it going next year again. I have the dates out and everything.
Okay.
But the alumni game, you know, I'm glad you brought it up. It was fun for them. Like I said, it's our first one.
Mm-hmm.
The alumni won. So it consists of our alumni team versus, I don't play or anything. Of course, we'll win. I play. Our alumni team versus our players, current players now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they play, and it got a little heated. It went into overtime. Refs was making bad calls, all your normal stuff.
Hey, it's part of that everyday basketball competition grind, man.
Yeah, but we had for the alumni team, you had Joshua Burnett. You know, he went to Maryland last year.
Right.
State Player of the Year.
Right.
Caleb Gilmore, this year's State Player of the Year. He wasn't able to attend because he was in California at a wedding, but he's alumni with us too.
Okay.
And Kiker Phillips,
Okay.
Gatorade Player of the Year last year from Mililani.
Uh-huh.
Daniel Andrews from Punahou went there last year. Kelsey Lewis from Kaiser played this year, but he's an outgoing senior.
Absolutely.
Ken Columbia. Ken was on the show with us. Ken
So,
and Kelsey.
Yeah, both of them were on
they
the show.
were on the show, yeah. So they was part of the alumni team that won the game.
Okay.
A few other guys. Then, you know, our young guys, our present team was with guys that's playing in high school now, like Joseph Gowdy. He was OIA, I want to say West Player of the Year.
Okay.
This year. And Brandon Fierce, who's going to be a really good player. He's really attractive type of player.
Okay.
Because he's 6'7", 6'8", can jump out of the gym. I think he's going to open some eyes in California.
Okay.
Really skilled player. He comes out of nowhere, catches it off the rim. So it was a good game, but Josh ended it in overtime with that jumper.
All right.
So it was fun.
So, okay, the alumni took them out. Okay.
Yep, they won.
Now, after your return from Vegas, you know, what's next on the agenda, and what current UH players will be in that summer league?
Well, the summer league is going on now.
Yeah.
We played a couple games. The current, I'll start with that. The current UH, they'll get here, I guess July 2nd is next Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be here for that game. We play next Tuesday also, our third game.
Okay.
We have Roderick Bobbitt, so
Okay.
that's UH starting point guard. I
Right.
drafted him to play with us.
Right.
Our coach is Alan Silver, which is a wonderful coach. He's at St. Louis now.
Okay.
He was at Farrington.
Okay,
He's at
yes.
St. Louis now.
Yes.
Got a lot of shaking and moving going on.
I'm very familiar with him. Yeah,
Good guy,
man,
really good guy, man. That's my guy.
Yes.
So he came by, he showed the kids some shooting drills. I appreciated him stopping by. He coaches our summer league team. Remember Christian Stanharden?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
played with us last year, Davies Rositas.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's our team.
Oh, you got a squad, man.
Yeah, we won it last year.
Okay.
I enjoy those guys, and we had Bobby broke his arm last year, so he couldn't play.
Right.
He'll be playing for the first time this year. But when we get back from our travels, the club, we just start our OBL, our Oahu Basketball League. We start that season in October.
Okay.
So we're just gonna be practicing. I have the kids training and things, sand training, and kind of working them, getting them, you know, some cardiovascular. Up until then.
Getting all the fundamentals in.
You gotta get that stuff in at some point.
Okay. Now, Geremy, from the time that you first have been taking these kids to, you know, California and Vegas, I know that you've been hearing a lot of upside about basketball in Hawaii, and I know that that's a personal agenda of yours to put Hawaii basketball more on the map. Through your camp and the fundamentals and everything, what kind of progress have you been hearing from the years past to now about the progress of Hawaii basketball?
Well, the thing is, it's catching on around the island now.
Right.
They're having more teams. More things are getting situated towards basketball, and that's what I wanted when I first started it.
Right.
I had to do a lot to bring attention, like customized jerseys, just small things that people don't think matter, but
Absolutely.
it really does.
Absolutely.
And bringing a certain feel to games, like in my league games, we have the PA announcer that announces, and just make that feel. To just kind of present it. Like I told you before, June Jones, when he came, football got on a bigger stage when he came.
Right.
He brought that to the table.
Right.
So that's the same thing I want to do with basketball, with this high school all-star game, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, which we covered, and had the kids on the show.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and you once again you did a great job with that, and as far as giving the kids exposure and the format, tournament, and the all-star game and all that. Excellent job once again.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it, PJ.
Not a problem at all. Now, once again, I know that the Open Basketball League, can't be done solely by yourself. So tell us again about your staff. If anybody wants to make any kind of donations, sign-ups, and so forth.
Well, of course, can't run a big program like that by yourself.
Absolutely.
I have wonderful assistant coaches, wonderful administrative. Matter of fact, they're getting ready to do a web show of us and on our travels.
Oh, okay.
But it'll be the Vegas portion.
Okay.
It won't be in California. It'll be the Vegas portion. So they're going to do what you call a webisode.
Oh,
I guess
okay.
Yeah, so they're going to follow with the cameras and interview the players and everything. So we're just going to move up to that level with that and take that to another level.
Okay.
But my assistant coaches are wonderful.
Absolutely.
I have three main assistants, Coach Natasha, Coach Morgan, right, and Coach Lindsey Henry. He's been here basically since day one, been around, so he knows everything. Because he knows how, he can run it also as well as anything. But three wonderful coaches, they know the game. Of course, one thing to be with Team OpenCourt Basketball, you got to be able to play. That's one thing, because you can't get challenged by the kids and lose. So they win some games, they can play, so you have to demand that respect, right?
Absolutely.
And then we got some young coaches and some of our players like Ken and Kelsey, they're coaching now, and when our alumni come back, they help out with camps and so on and so forth. So kind of honing them. Ken and Kelsey said they want to coach anyway.
Absolutely.
But we kind of honing a lot of those guys in the coaching also. So we added Brian Mason, which played for us last year.
Okay.
He's at Chaminade now. We've added him on as a coach because he'll be here. And we just move forward with it, and we want to infuse our own players within, because they know the program.
In the
already.
system, absolutely.
Yeah, just keep it a good system that's rotating.
Absolutely.
In there. But wouldn't hurt without donations. It wouldn't hurt. Donations are always good.
Okay.
We get a good bit through our website.
All right, and go ahead, what website is that?
You can go to www.opencourthawaii.com. And we appreciate every donation because it helps. It's been a nice bit of donations coming in for us and everything. Every bit helps. It helps some kids that's unfortunate to travel. I would love to feed the kids on the road every, so often or so, or even every day.
Every break.
Yeah, every time out.
There you go.
Just your normal stuff.
Right.
If you got it, donate it, and we'll appreciate it. We'll show our appreciation for it for sure.
Okay. Now, I know you're going to be busy when you go to Vegas, man, but we gotta keep in contact so you can keep me updated. So, so I can let the people of Hawaii know what's going on, man.
We'll do.
All right.
We'll
and
do
I'm gonna make sure I don't miss that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call you and come on now, PJ. We got this going on.
Okay.
Keep you informed, don't we?
Right. Now, the last time we spoke, we were talking about breaking some ground on the west side. How was that going, and how was that progressing?
It's going well. I did measurements. Glad you brought that up. I have to get in a proposal pretty soon here. So my hands are full with everything going on and the travel, and I got to get this proposal in. So my staff is actually prepping that and getting that stuff done. So once we get the proposal done, we'll break ground around September.
Okay.
Proposals not going to be, it's not a big problem.
Right.
So we're moving forward with it. Developers and CEO of the project, everything's going well.
Okay.
So I'm just looking forward to having that facility and doing, some things nationwide.
All right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we are here with Geremy Robinson, the founder of the OpenCourt Basketball Club. And you can go check that out also on the website, Open Basketball League, right?
Or www.opencourthawaii.com.
There you go. All right. Well, we're going to take a commercial. When we come back now, you can tweet Geremy live on ThinkTech HI. Go ahead and get your tweets in, and we'll see you on the other side of Hawaii Sports Update with my main man, Geremy Robinson.
Aloha, my name is Miley Scarpino, and I'm the host of the Empower Hour. If you're interested in health, nutrition, fitness, here on the island of Oahu, want to learn more about places to train at or different trainers available, then watch my show on Fridays at 3. We have a great time, and I hope that you'll come join us. Much aloha. Now go get swole.
Aloha, my name is Josh Green. I'm a senator from the Big Island. I work in the ER there. But on Tuesday afternoons, I get to come and spend 45 minutes to an hour with Jay Fidel and the ThinkTech staff. They're terrific professionals. They help us to bring some of the leading cutting-edge topics here across our state to you. So you can join us at our show on healthcare in Hawaii to talk with leaders from across all the spectrum of health in our state, or you can join us for any other show where we talk about economic development or tourism or some really eclectic programs too. So really, we'd love to see you here on our show. Thanks for joining us and thanks for supporting us.
Aloha and welcome back to Hawaii Sports Update. I'm here with the founder of the Open Basketball Club, Mr. Geremy Robinson. And we have, well, it's not too new anymore, but people want to tweet the show and pick your brain a little bit, Geremy, and find out what's going on. So we have a tweet here from my other right-hand man, Mr. Justin Baptiste. And Justin tweets, what defines the success in basketball? Go ahead.
There's a lot of things a lot of components to that. Like I told you, that's a very good question. First, it starts off, you have to be dedicated, no matter what. And this is just for sports in general, or anything in general. But as far as basketball, one of the hardest sports to play, because you can't hide, you're either talented or you're not in basketball. You're going to get embarrassed if you're not too talented, right?
Absolutely.
You can't just pretend.
I mean, I was a high school basketball player.
I know you're an athlete.
I wasn't too bad in high school.
I know you're an athlete. But, so, success is all about the dedication. Education is a part of that.
Right.
You can't go anywhere in basketball, and I tell my kids all the time, and they're kids, so they just see the big picture and nothing else. They see the highlight and nothing else from there.
Right.
So I got to draw them in. Look, to get to the highlight and the big picture, you have to have your education. You have to be smart enough to go to college, to pass these ACTs and SATs, and you have to be very dedicated, man. It takes a different type of dedication to be a good player,
right?
To be on the college level,
absolutely,
pro level. Then you have to be all around. You have to be a good person. Everyone makes mistakes.
Right.
I made them in my life.
Right.
So you do make. No one's perfect. So the thing about it is, how do you bounce back from your mistakes, and what do you do? Your actions.
Right.
You take responsibility for them.
Absolutely.
So to be a successful basketball player, in general, is just the dedication, the hard work, and you got to stay motivated.
Okay. You
got to stay motivated to be competitive.
All right. Now, that leads us right into my next question. Now, as a UH alum, okay, now, they won 22 games last year. What do you feel about the future of the basketball program now?
It's up in the air right now, honestly. They did some shaking and moving.
Yeah.
So, we all anxiously waiting to see what happens. I know different type of recruiting is going on.
Right.
I know there's some good players coming in.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I think they're going through the Australian pipeline.
Right.
I played in Australia personally. They do have some good players there.
Okay.
Good tough guys
Okay.
that can play. Australia is a good college, college form system also. So, it's up in the air. Hopefully they do well.
Okay.
We're all waiting to see.
Okay. Now, what holes do you feel need to be filled, especially with the absence of Garrett Nevels and Negus Webster-Chan? What do you feel UH needs to fill those holes in? I've been reading about a couple of recruits, the guy from Arizona State and Bryce Kanda, the first guard from, I think it was from Central Wyoming or something like that. Yeah.
Well, number one, you got to find you some leadership.
Right.
You got to find you some leadership for next year. I'm thinking Roderick can fill that void. What is he, going to be a junior?
No, he's going to be a senior, yeah.
He's going to be a senior next year? I'm pretty sure he'll fill that void. He has to. He has no choice now.
Right.
So after leadership, after everything that's been going on, it's very important for them to be successful to have some kind of team camaraderie.
Right.
They're going to have to get it together pretty fast. Things went downhill pretty fast as far as with the coaching stuff and situations. They still had a good record no matter how you put it. They had a successful season.
Absolutely.
But with what happened this summer with Benji and the hiring of Iran and everything, so the changes and the shakeups really gonna, we're gonna have to see how that's gonna impact because it's gonna be a new team.
Right.
Mixed with some of the last year guys.
Right.
So their camaraderie is gonna be very important to see how they can roll and how they do, and people got to find their role, and then Iran got to find a rotation. So that stuff is not easy to do, especially for a coach.
Right.
A new coach, a new head coach.
Absolutely.
I think this is his first year.
Right.
Head coaching. So, like I said, we wish them the best. Totally wish them the best. That's our team. This is our community. So
absolutely.
No matter what happens, we want it to be successful.
Okay. Now, you have a nucleus, especially a strong sophomore class in Aaron Valdez, Yankovic, even Mike Thomas.
Right.
It's going to be a different philosophy. I don't know how much different philosophy offensively and defensively it's going to be, but what do you feel brings out the best potential in those players?
To bring out potential in players, you gotta base it on their talent. That's what Benji did a great job of.
Right.
That's what the question on Iran is now.
Okay.
Can he, because he still has some guys left from last year.
Oh, plenty of guys.
Plenty of guys. So can he coach their talent to bring the best out of them? Because that's what it's all about. As a coach, you have to know your players, and you have to know their mentality and know what wins and hows to get them to go. Benji played that thing like a piano, and they won. He let them play loose. He let them play basketball.
Right.
He let them create and use, certain things. They play ball. They play modern day basketball, which is what you're supposed to do. Those guys last year, they wasn't system guys, if you know what I mean.
Right.
They wasn't system players to where you have to run a whole lot of stuff for them to get a shot off. Now, I think, and I could be wrong, hopefully I'm wrong, I think Iran's a system coach. I hope, I may be wrong, because he's a younger guy too. So he might be a modern coach to where you use your talent, and create and make it hard. So you never know. But with what he has, with Aaron and Bobbitt coming back and Yankovic, got both of them coming back.
Yeah, Jovanovic and Yankovic.
Yeah, and it's going to be very interesting with Yankovic because he's an inside-outside guy.
Right.
You got the right things has to happen. I experienced it my time at UH. Very highly talented, but was in a system that I had to adjust to.
Right.
And once I turned pro, I had to go back and adjust back to being to where, pro is different.
Right.
Because if you're talented, they base a lot of offense around you.
Right.
You got to do more.
Right.
So after I was done with UH, I had to change my game back. But when I went to Australia, I had to go back into system basketball. So adjustment.
Okay. So from UH, then you just had to go straight back into street mode, like.
I'm not gonna say it's street.
But I'm just saying that tough mentality that to let your athletic ability actually take over instead of the system.
My skills,
Right.
yeah, my skills. Because when you're in the system does it for you. It's kind of more so robotic.
Right.
You know where to go. And honestly, it's very simple to guard when system basketball because, I mean, when I first got here, that's when it woke me up like, okay, I'm in the system.
Right.
Nobody told me. I had to realize, okay, I'm in the system because I saw opening, right, to penetrate. Because I'm used to creating. I came out of a pro-style setting in junior college to where you see something, you go after it, and then you can create. If you're that good, you can do that.
Right.
So first or second practice at UH, you know, we was running our stuff, and I remember seeing that lane and just ready to do what I do.
Your natural ability is going to take
Natural
you there.
ability going to take it, and that's why I thought I was there.
Right.
But, so when I'm penetrating, one of my teammates running across the lane because that's a part of the play. So we damn near bumped heads.
Right.
And that's when I realized, okay, I say I'm in the system. I got to make an adjustment.
Right.
And when you're in the system, it's more so for guards, more so about jump shots.
Right.
Because the offense is going to create for itself. It's more so about being in the right place at the right time, timing, and knowing how to get open. Because like I said, the system is so easy to guard.
Okay.
You have to learn how to get open.
Right.
Then.
Okay, now, modern day offenses, you know, like you said, and also pro style, you know, I played basketball. I know it has to do a lot with, you know, number one, how bad can you beat your man? Number two, if another man comes off of you, where the guy whose man came off is going to spot up, go to the basket, right? But it's all pretty much, you know, just reading on the fly.
Right.
And once you get to college, everybody knows the flex offense. Am I right or wrong?
And everybody damn near runs it in college.
I used to run it in high school. That's all I know.
College is full of strategy. It's full of strategy to where talented players are like, why can't I just do this?
Right.
Because they can't stop me. Right. It just don't work like that. It's just now your Dukes with Krzyzewski, your bigger top, they understand and they let their players kind of go. Well, it's not systematic.
That's the thing with UCLA. You know, they haven't won the Pac-10 title in a while, but I mean, them, Kentucky, and Kansas are the only three universities to really put a freshman in the first round the last 3 years.
Kentucky's just doing it. I mean, I can't even say they just doing it really, really big right now. I mean, they're sending freshmen. I mean, they have a system of recruiting players, telling them, look, I just need you for 1 year.
Yeah.
You go into the draft because we got somebody coming in right after you.
Okay.
And that's honest. They doing it like that.
Now, look, with that being said, okay, when I first mentioned this, people thought I was crazy, man.
No, it's true.
Okay, no, I believe it's true because I don't know the name of that guard coming in this year, but he's already projected to be the #1 pick for next year's draft.
On a 1 year college deal.
Right, and I was trying to tell one of my friends, you know, I think Patino told Calipari, right? Yeah, I'm kidding. Calipari told the Harrison twins, you know, they might as well turn pro because
you got to go.
They don't want to be embarrassed and not be able to start next year.
Yeah,
I mean,
because they did. What they did, 2 years?
Yeah, they did 2.
And that's a lot these days.
Oh yeah.
That's like you're a veteran now these days. You got to your sophomore year in college.
At Kentucky,
old. Yeah. I think they made them go in the draft. I don't think they were ready. I don't think they wanted to leave Kentucky right now.
Yeah.
But I know one of them got drafted, right?
Yeah.
Both of them got drafted.
No, only one got drafted, and
other one probably play overseas.
Yeah.
So they make you go into the NBA draft, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true.
I mean, they're making you go to the draft. They're making you go get paid.
You know,
can't be mad at it.
My friends thought I was crazy. I believe exactly what you just said, and I was trying to stress that to them, and they was like, "No way."
Nah, if you think about it, this would do the mathematics.
Okay.
Anthony Davis would be what, a junior now, a senior?
Right.
John Wall would be
Yeah, a
still
senior.
there.
Yeah, senior. Yeah.
And all them other guys
Yeah.
just were supposed to sit on the bench.
Yeah, and the only reason like Cauley Stein was
Bledsoe,
still there
all
was
those guys.
was because he got hurt a year. You
Yeah,
know.
he just had to stay back a year.
Yeah.
I mean, Eric Bledsoe, all those guys. Kentucky got a big pool of. They're really doing their thing.
Yeah.
They're really doing their thing. One of my best buddies, like my brother, man, he played on that '93 team. Dale Brown. I don't know. If you remember.
Of course,
Yeah,
man.
Dale Brown.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, there's the Dale Brown that coached LSU.
Yeah.
And then there's Dale Brown that played.
Right.
Yeah, so that's my buddy. I can call him on air right now. And
Okay.
That's my brother, like literally my big brother.
Absolutely.
We've argued, we
Uh-huh.
not talked to each other. You know, we done went through like that.
Uh-huh.
I've stayed at his house, he stayed at mine, and
Right.
so on and so forth.
Teammates you never. Teammates
and
that.
he's he bleed blue, man.
There you go.
Dale is, and he's a comedian.
Okay.
One of the funniest cats I know.
All right. Well, we are here live with Geremy Robinson, UH alum, and also OpenCourt Basketball Club founder. We're going to go on a commercial, and when we come back, we'll be talking more summer hoops with Geremy Robinson on the other side.
Hi, I'm Donna Blanchard. I'm the host of Center Stage here on ThinkTech Hawaii. Center Stage airs every Wednesday at 2 o'clock, and of course you can check out our archives on YouTube or on ThinkTech Hawaii anytime you like. Why should you do that? Because this is an arts show that I believe is making a difference in lives. We talk with artists of various ilk. We talk with painters and writers, playwrights, novelists, poets, sculptors, dancers, you name it, directors, actors, of course. And we don't only talk about what people do, but we talk about how they do it. And my favorite part of the conversation, we talk about why they do it. And it's really common on this show to hear people say, wow, I didn't think about it that way. And it's very common to hear people afterwards who have seen the show say the same thing. And I hear all the time that people are inspired by the conversations that we have. So why don't you join us and be inspired too? That's Center Stage on Wednesdays at 2 o'clock. We'll see you Center Stage.
Welcome back to Hawaii Sports Update. We are here, if you just joined us, with Geremy Robinson, UH alum, and also the founder of OpenCourt Basketball League. If you want to tweet us, go ahead and tweet us at ThinkTechHI, and I'm sure Geremy will be glad to answer any of your questions. Now, speaking of pros and systems, you know, before we left, what's your thought on Negus Webster-Chan turning pro? Do you feel like he was going to be caught up in a system, or do you feel that he felt that was the best thing for him to do?
He might have felt that was the best thing for him to do.
Okay.
He's actually, Negus is probably, he can fit a system because he's a shooter.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a creator.
Mm-hmm.
So a system wouldn't have been bad for him.
Okay.
Turning pro, he's got to make some adjustments in his game. He's
Okay.
got to learn how to create, and depending on where he plays too. He
Okay.
play in Europe. Europe is more systematic also.
Okay.
Asia is more pro style.
Okay.
Australia is systematic. Mostly Asia is more pro style.
Okay.
They want you to do everything.
All right.
And if you don't, here comes the next guy, literally.
Right.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Okay.
So, I mean, just like anybody, you got to make adjustments to your game, and you learn more and get more professional with everything.
All right. Now, what do you think about the draft? The NBA draft just happened. You know, the Lakers is my team. That's my home team.
Right.
We've been doing bad for a couple years, but if anybody knows the pedigree and the history of the Lakers, that's not going to last very long at all.
No.
So I believe that all three people, Brown, Nance Jr., and Russell, are all going to play this year. What do you think about that?
It's hard with them being rookies.
Right.
Of course, the second pick, what's his name?
Larry Nance Jr.? Oh,
No, not Larry Nance Jr.
D'Angelo Russell?
Russell.
Right.
He has to play.
Right.
They may send him down in D-League. They may send all three of them down in D-League.
Yeah.
Eventually bring him back up. They did it with Clarkson last year.
Right.
But I mean, the draft, I mean, to me, nothing spectacular been coming out the draft.
Okay.
I really think Cauley Stein
Uh-huh.
is a sleeper.
Yeah, I absolutely.
He went like ninth or
Yeah,
10th.
ninth or, yeah, eighth or ninth, yeah.
I think he should have been top 5.
Yeah,
I don't know why he didn't go top 5. He's a sleeper.
Man, we
And the
got
other
the
kid
same
from
basketball minds, man.
Duke, right? The other kid from
Tyus
Duke.
Jones?
No, the kid who
Winslow?
from Duke who's supposed to be. You see, I don't keep up with it no more.
Okafor?
Is it Okafor? Jaleel Okafor?
Yeah, yeah.
Him. Father, I don't think too much of him.
Okay,
As far as I'm sure they're all good players.
right,
As far as an impact,
right.
immediate impact on the team, because he's a tweener.
Uh-huh.
He's only 6'8", probably 6'7", 6'6".
Oh, you talking about
Jaleel Okafor.
Winslow?
No, Jaleel Okafor from Duke.
Oh, I think he's about 6'7". He's close to 7 foot, isn't he?
No.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No, he's 6'8", 6'7".
Okay.
Yeah.
I know Winslow measured at 6'4.5", and that surprised a lot
That's a
of
guard,
people.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jaleel Okafor he can't play a guard in the league.
Mhm.
I don't think he can guard a guard in the league. See, that's the most important thing. But he's the height.
Mhm.
And that's what I think makes him a tweener. He's a little athletic, but you're in the NBA now. Who's not athletic?
Right. So you think
That's why the Lakers didn't pick him second.
okay. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
So you think the Lakers made
And
a good pick picking
yes,
Russell?
Okay. Yes, you can't deal with the tweener. And Russell's a point guard. And they need a point guard, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I think I have faith in the Lakers too. I mean, they do it every year. I think this is gonna be that year they pull something off.
Yeah.
I think they signed LaMarcus Aldridge in the morning or something
yeah,
like that.
Yeah, they're close to him, and they also got some rumors about, maybe Cousins or Love. But
Yeah, I think that's just a rumor with
yeah,
Cousins.
yeah,
Love going back to Cleveland.
Yeah, and
They're gonna figure it out this year.
yeah,
I think.
they're going to grab somebody else.
Yeah, they have money. They
Yeah,
have money, so
they do.
they'll figure it out this year.
All right. Now, give us an update on Jasmine Moody,
Mm-hmm.
Kelsey Smith, and Keith Cologne, who we mentioned earlier.
Jefferson Lewis and Ken Cologne.
Yeah, Kenneth Cologne. Yeah.
Well, actually, they don't.
Kelsey
They're
Lewis,
still
yeah.
here.
Uh-huh.
Jasmine's been working out. She hasn't been doing too much. She's
Mhm.
just been training her,
Okay.
things like that. Kelsey and Ken, they was a part of our Nike camp.
Right.
They were counselors in Nike camp. Of course, they played in an alumni game.
Right.
And they're playing in the summer league actually too.
Okay.
Kelsey's playing with us. Ken is an alternate right now, and I'm gonna put him on with us. Just gotta, it's a line.
Yeah.
That list is long in the summer league.
Right.
And they both leave around September time, August, September. I know Ken leaves in September.
Okay. Now he regained his senior year, and he's going to a charter school, correct?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, Ken's going to what do they call it? Prep school.
Yeah, prep school.
Yeah,
okay.
charter prep.
Okay.
So he regained another senior year basically, which is good,
Right.
which is needed. Same thing Josh Burnett did.
Okay.
Kelsey going to Pacific,
Okay.
so he's going to the university.
Okay.
And Jasmine's going
Yeah.
to BYU.
BYU. All right.
So like I said, look for them to be successful no matter what.
Okay.
If it's basketball, fine. If it's not, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
They'll probably be successful.
that's what the OpenCourt Basketball League, and not only teaches you the fundamentals of basketball, but it teaches you life fundamentals, and what you bring to the kids enough can't be said for that.
Right.
So, once again, excellent job, of course, at what you're doing in the community, and I can see the success, of these kids who are branching out, and you're giving them the full maximum exposure, and the community should be very grateful to you for that, ma'am.
Yeah, I appreciate everything too. I appreciate all the help from everyone, and just want to make the future brighter.
Absolutely.
That's all.
All right, now speaking of the future, with Cameron Ing, Justice suing the kid out of Kahuku too.
He's gone though.
Okay.
Samuta.
Yeah, Samuta. Okay.
Yeah, he's not playing high school here, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. And all the other young talented kids on the island. What does the future of Hawaii basketball have to look forward to?
Some exciting times. I know the next 4 years are gonna be pretty good and exciting for Hawaii. That's for sure.
And
those guys coming
also
up.
some of the kids that you mentioned, right?
Oh yeah, well we have some good kids, like my son Geremy Robinson.
Okay.
But he'll be in the 8th grade only.
Okay.
coming up this year. So, you know, we making it where they're, you know, they're getting better.
Okay.
And put more time into the game of basketball. Because at one point, there were so many kids doing it so much. And, you know, I told them, if you want to be a basketball player, it takes some kind of dedication. You got to let some of that stuff go.
Right.
And some of them did. But just as soon, I've been knowing him since he was a young kid. Me and his dad's been buddies forever.
Right, right.
Been knowing him since he was little. And they moved to Arizona. He come back taller and bigger than all of us.
Yeah.
He's a skilled player.
Very skilled.
Yeah, he's a very skilled player. Not as athletic as his dad, and athletic as I think he's gonna get. Maybe he's gonna get there. He's only about to be a sophomore.
Right, right.
So he can do some things. He'll better do some things.
Right.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Probably player of the year next year. That's for sure.
Yeah, I've seen him. I've had the opportunity to see him play a couple times, and has ball skills, great leaping ability, and you know, of course, his you know, basketball IQ is very high.
Right.
You know, sometimes he tends to play down to his competition, but when the competition is at its peak, he rises to the top.
Yeah. When you're young, that happens when you're young. That happens a lot with our team. They play down and don't get started till later. And that's how it is when they're young.
Yeah, well, you know, when you have 4 older brothers who all play sports, you know, you can't get by with that, man.
Yeah, you can't. You got to make something happen quick.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Now, you're going to be my celebrity guest, man, at the first annual PJ Sports Radio golf tournament, man.
Go out and play some golf.
And I appreciate that. And, you know, what's your handicap, man?
In golf?
Yeah.
I haven't played in a while.
But you're an athlete, though, man.
Oh no, I played. I golf, but not. You know, I'm so busy. I haven't played in a while. That's gonna be my handicap.
Okay, well, you got.
But don't let me surprise you now.
Oh, never.
Yeah, don't let me surprise you. And
if you went out and broke par, you wouldn't surprise me, man. Okay, believe
oh
me.
man, that's a good compliment.
Yeah, so you got a couple months to get ready for.
Trust me, I'm gonna be at the driving range with my buddy Johnny White. Johnny was a point guard when I was at UH.
Okay.
He's a golfer.
He's
a golfer.
Well,
he was when he was younger. He was Michael Jordan's caddy.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, he's a golfer for real.
Okay, well, hopefully you can get him to come out, man. I mean, you know.
Oh, I'll get him out there. He's a
right.
golfer, so he'll come out.
Okay.
He'll do that.
Yeah. I play a little bit myself. I've been known to play a little bit, but you know, all ex-baseball players are a little bit known for that.
Everybody's got a hand in golf.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a relaxing, fun sport. You can hold meetings on the golf course.
Oh, yeah.
You just do a lot of things on the golf course. So
well, when you're out there, 4.5 hours to 5 hours with somebody, you know, you see some good shots, you see some bad shots, you see some good putts. You see a whole different array of emotions, let's say, and gives you a good idea of just who you're dealing with. There.
Right. So it's gonna be a fun time.
Okay. All right. Well, Geremy, it's good to have you here once again, man. It's always a pleasure to have you here, my man. We are here with Geremy Robinson, UH alum and founder of the Nike basketball camp, and just a great overall guy and a strong community man. And guys in Hawaii should appreciate all the time and effort that he puts into his camps. And not only does he promote good basketball, he promotes good life and good things out of the young people, and we appreciate him for that. We'll catch you next week on Hawaii Sports Update. I'm your host, PJ. Ahui ho.